Hi, my name is Rene Martinez, and this is a video assignment for FTD 100, Introduction to Firearms. My professor's name is Derek Delancey, and today is May 11, 2024. For the first thing first, I want to say there is no live ammunition on my workspace or my work area. Alright. And the firearm has been physically, visually, and physically inspected. There is no firearms, always pointed on a safe direction. Just to discharge. Now the dot is out of the way. I would like to say this is my first time. The make of my firearm that I chosen, it is Radical Firearms. They're out of Texas. The model is RF-15, which is a variant of an AR-15. The year that these baby was made, I have no clue. It doesn't say. I tried looking it up, I couldn't find it, the year. Now, the action type is a direct impingement, gas operated. All actions are gas operated with the bolt closed. Now, description of the trigger. The trigger is a single stage trigger. Trigger right here. Single stage trigger. The system they use to create ignition is a hammer. So a hammer strike the firing pin, creating the ignition. Say single stage trigger. The fitting mechanism. So I do have an empty, well, not empty, I got dummy rounds in here. It is a double stack fitting mechanism, carries 30 of them. So the fitting mechanism is a double stack magazine. All right, so an explanation of the action type. So, of course, cycle operation. Let's just grab this right here, put it there, make sure it's nice and good. Cycle operation. All right, pulling the bullet carrier for the first, which will push the bullet carrier, engaging with the round in the chamber. Oh, and that didn't work out. So, bullet carrier back, pull. It just pull the round out of the magazine into the chamber onto a locking position. All right, once it's there, you go boom, fire. The hammer, once you pull the trigger, the hammer hit the firing pin. The firing pin will ignite, will hit the primer. And in the primer, will make a minimal explosion, igniting the propellant. Now, with the said, now that propellant is going to produce gases. And those gases will travel down the barrel into the gas tube, going back into the gas key that is on top here, creating a pushback that it will eject your round. The claw is going to grab the round, of course, but before that, the gases will go in, will definitely push back the bolt, grabbing the round, ejecting it, and redoing the whole cycle once again. Boom. Gases travel to the gas key on the bolt, eject. Same way. Boom. Into is empty and lock. These dummy rounds are not that great. Now for that is all right, so we're gonna do I haven't fired these firearms, so it's fairly clean. So we're gonna do a quick field strip explaining which is the major components and assembly are separated in the field strip. Be sure I'll be holding up my components. Okay, so first thing first, my trusty pin. It's a bit hard. Okay, I get that done. Get it out. There we go. So first component I want to hold up is the buffer pad. You can take it out. Take out the buffing. Now, those are major components. Without that, you will not be able to first pull of the bolt carrier. Now you got the hammer right there with all the safety selector, which safety selector is right here. It's inside here. Safety selector right there. I'm gonna put that to the side. Now in the field strip, like I say, I haven't shot this, so it is fairly clean, very oily actually. So the major component assembly are separated in field strip. All right, so this is the major component of the bullet carrier group. This is the FCG, fire control group. Now we're talking about the charging handle. You need that definitely. Now to break this apart, you're gonna move this lever right here about 90 degrees. All right. Before that, you're gonna take out the firing pin. There we go. I'll move that to the side. We're gonna put it right there. We're gonna take out the firing pin. We're gonna put it right there on the side. Make sure it's on my magnetic tray. I don't want to lose anything. Now we're gonna move these 90 degrees, like I say, like I just did. And take it out, put it in a safe place. Now you got your bolt carrier. Like I said, this is actually very oily. I just cleaned, I put a little too much oil on this. But it's better to be lubricated than not. Then if you want to go a little farther than this, you can take out that claw. You're gonna take out the ejector claw. Take that pin out. And there is your ejector claw. So a little deeper than just a regular field strip. Making sure everything is how it's supposed to. Now, these are the major components right here. Bolt and bolt carrier group, ejector claw, all these components holding the recoil. All these components are the major components that I think that are in the system operations, cycle operation. So that was part 3. We're gonna go with part 4. Again, like I said before, my firearms has been very clean. As you guys can see, I know I have to do a before and after, but there is nothing much in there. Nothing. Other than oil, I will do a quick rundown of what I usually do with my firearm. So I did purchase these by Real Avid. It is a 5.56 bore snake. Comes with a whole kit by Real Avid. I do use Breakthrough Carbon Destroyer, Carbon Pro. As a Carbon Destroyer is one of my favorite. And HD Bottle Born Pro Oil. Awesome oil. It comes with a nice pinpointed lid. I also use CLP. Of course, CLP has to be in every gunsmith bench. So just gonna do a quick rundown. I usually throw my Carbon Destroyer in all the little pieces, put them to the side, spray them. I already sprayed them, and then brush them real good. Make sure everything is nice and clean. Make sure the areas are good. Then you're gonna go ahead and clean them. Like I say, I already cleaned this firearm. I haven't shot it since then, so might be too clean. Okay, so but we can see this a little bit. Make sure. There we go. Put it to the side. Same with the ejector. Put it to the side. Right here. Boom, boom. Let's just go to town. Make sure it's all nice and clean. I also don't like to put the bottle worn. Just put it in an empty container. Like that, it doesn't get into anything. Put it to the side. Make sure the same with the fire pin. You throw it right there. Everything gets a little coat of that. And that's how I clean. Now for my handle, I just go clean it. Make sure everything is nice and clean. Move to the side. Same in here. I put a little bit on the brush. Now I go each single one. Make sure everything is nice and neat. Then this one, like I said, I haven't shot it, so I did a super detailed clean not too long ago. So it's super clean. As you can see, not much in there. Just move that to the side. Now the dot is clean, the bolt carrier. Now I like to focus in this part right here. So I like to throw my bottle point nicely in there generously without being afraid. Just let it sit for a little bit. Make sure everything is good. Now with this, I just go and just clear everything. Make sure I brush it real good. Everything nice and sweet. Make sure everything is. The gas key is very important, though. Like when you clean the bolt carrier groove, make sure the gas clean, the ramp. Make sure everything is nice and clean. This is not a time limit. So again, there was not much fall in this firearm. It was actually very clean. But what I like to do now, I'm gonna go ahead and dry that bad boy up with my trusty pick. Make sure everything is nice and dry. I like to twist it in there nicely. Alright. Now, see, just a little bit of fall. Not much. Now, I do like to use a snake. Doesn't get any better. And this is real avid snake. Just push it through. Right. You can put a little bit of the carbon destroyer right there, and then you just pull it. Nicely. So that, yeah, I got one more time. I like to do it a couple times. The bad thing about this is it gets stuck in your clothes. Alright. Right there. Go right there. You see it? There we go. So that barrel should be nice and clean. I'll take a look. Oh yeah. Now, what I like to do, well, I'm gonna use accuracy oil. I did like this accuracy oil a lot because a little bit goes a long way. So, just to hydrate that barrel, cover it nicely. Just get all that. Nice. Make sure everything is nice and clean. Yeah, like I said, I'm not a pro of doing this. I'm trying to become one. Alright. Trying to become a pro. So, it's room to learn, room to improve. So everything is nice and clean. I wish I had a compressor. With a compressor, I will definitely dry it out a little bit faster. A lot faster. Right there. So, make sure. Now, I'm gonna use this one. So, the part the metal hits metal, just throw a little bit of that oil. I think I put a little too much, but that's okay. Not a little too much. Alright, hydrate that barrel. Right there. That bad boy. Let's see. Oh yeah, shiny. Okay. Alright. Now, just gonna same over here. Usually you just take that apart. Right now it's super clean. I'm not gonna take it apart. But now that that is clearly very hydrate, I think I put a little too much oil on it, to be honest. good idea. All right, so we're gonna come over here. Now, like I say, I already did all this. So make sure everything gets nice. All right. And then these crevices right here, sure they're nice too. See? That's good. You go here. Make sure it's clean. And that's perfectly clean. Now I'm gonna put it to the side right now, because honestly I need to clean the other parts. And little fire and pin, nice, actually super clean. So I'm just gonna wipe them off. See a little bit of fall. Now it's like new. I mean, you know. Put that to the side. Same with the bolt, where the ejector plug goes. Right there. On the side. Make sure that's nice and dry. Make sure all pieces. This is the way that I actually clean my AR-15. So you guys can see it's a little dirty, but it's more oil, dirt. There is no carbon, nothing. The extractor claw, make sure that's nice and clean too. And the extractor claw pin, which is super small, gotta make sure it's clean too. Okay, that's nice and clean right there. Put it right there. Now, to put it back together, I'm gonna throw a little bit of oil. I'm gonna use Bottle Pro Breakthrough bottle born. So just apply it liberally. Just a little bit in there, a little bit in there. Make sure that's nice and lubricated. I like my firearm to be nice and lubricated. The same with the extractor claw. Make sure everything, little piece, gets a good amount of oil. A well-oiled machine will give no problem. Make sure that is nice there too. Make sure you put a little bit on the the pins. Both of them, I got them in there. I see. Now, I like to put enough oil in here on the side, a little bit on the side, and on the top. All right, usually right there, and just go to town. Make sure everything gets a good, healthy quart of oil. Same with the buffer spring. Put a little bit of oil, right? Just make sure everything gets nice. Put that back so as I can clean my hands. All right. Now for these, I like to put it on the slide. On the slide. Everywhere that is going to touch metal. Everything that is going to touch metal with metal, I like to put a little bit inside here. So I'll make sure everything in the bolt has a good amount of oil. People will say, well, Rene, that doesn't take too long. Well, what I say, I'm not a pro. trying to be one. So now we're gonna put it all back together. Usually it's a little too hard. Okay. So it's giving me a bit of problem. So there we go. All trusty. Alright. Now I'm gonna go ahead. Right there. Okay. Firing pin. A little bit of oil on the firing pin too. Send it out. Send it out. Perfect. Put a little bit of oil in there. There we go. Let's put a little bit in there. Now, for this bad boy, of course, put a little bit of oil. I did it all backwards. See humor. Alright. Now, perfect. I say human error. Perfect right there. Action check. Good. Make sure I got all that. Now I need to clean my hands. Alright, so the other bolt carrier is there. I'm gonna make sure I put that bad boy back in. Buffer pad nicely. Everything is nice. I'm gonna go right here. Make sure the pen is good. Sometimes this pin. There we go. There you go. And that is a completely field strip. Now, for my last part of the video, no, it took so long. It is show firearm schematic. So, lower receiver schematic. All right. Upper, complete forge upper. and schematic. Now we can go a little more to the bolt carrier group 2. I have the schematic. So yeah. And that was my video assignment. It took me about 30 minutes to just do a really nice clean of the firearm. Again, it was clean already. And thank you. This is my week 8 video assignment.